When Sarah found the apartment, it felt like luck, almost too lucky. A clean one-bedroom in the middle of the city, fully furnished, and cheaper than anything she'd seen. The landlord said the last tenant moved out suddenly, left everything behind. Sarah didn't care. She just needed a place to start over. But from the very first night, something didn't feel right. The air inside was colder than outside even when she turned off the air conditioner. And at exactly 2:13 every night, footsteps echoed in the hallway, slow, dragging, steady. When she looked through the peephole, the hallway was empty. She told herself it was nothing old building. Creaky floors, maybe the neighbors. But she didn't have neighbors. The rooms next to hers were locked tight, doors sealed with dust. On the third night, she woke up to the sound of a radio playing in the kitchen. She didn't own a radio. The song was old, slow and haunting. I'll be seeing you. She unplugged it and went back to bed, heart racing. The next morning, it was playing again. Same song, same volume. That afternoon, she went to the landlord's office to complain. There must be a wiring issue, she said. The lights flicker. The radio turns on by itself. The landlord just stared at her for a long time before asking, "Which apartment are you in?" "For B," she said. His expression changed. "Ma'am, that apartment isn't rented. It's been empty since the fire." Sarah frowned. "What fire?" The landlord swallowed hard. "A tenant died there. No one's lived in 4B since." She laughed nervously. "I'm living there right now. You signed the lease yourself." But the landlord stood up slowly and shook his head. "I don't rent that unit." "No one does." Sarah left, shaken. She returned to the building to prove him wrong, to show him her key, her boxes, her home. But when she reached the fourth floor, she froze. The hallway was blackened with soot. The air smelled like burned wood, and where her apartment door should have been, there was nothing but a charred wall. Her hands trembled as she whispered, "This can't be real." Then, faintly, from behind the wall, the same song began to play again. "I'll be seeing you." Sarah dropped her keys, turned, and ran. But the farther she went, the more the building seemed to twist, hallways repeating, lights flickering, the exit vanishing. When she finally burst through the front door and onto the street, she turned back and saw the building completely abandoned. Windows broken, dust everywhere, no lights, no signs of life. Yet through one cracked window on the fourth floor, a faint glow flickered and a shadow stood watching her leave.